Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Bread bowls, so that if you want your soup in a bread bowl, you can put it in a bread bowl for tonight. My first step is going to be to put my yeast and a little bit of sugar and my water in a bowl, and I'm going to let it proof for 5 minutes and let it bloom. So I'm going to stir it up real quick. I'm going to go set a timer for 5 minutes so that I know exactly when 5 minutes has happened, and then we'll be back to do the rest. Hey y'all, 5 minutes has passed and our yeast has bloomed. So I'm going to start mixing this all together. So first I'm going to start with about 3½ cups of flour. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to pour in my liquid with the yeast in it. And then I'm going to put my butter, melted butter, and my salt and sugar. And I'm just going to mix this up for about 5 to 8 minutes at first, and then we'll start adding in more flour as we go along. Alright, I'm going to slowly start adding in my flour. And when it starts to pull away from the bowl a little, we'll know that we're getting almost to the point that we need to be, so we can take it out and knead it a little bit and make our individual rolls. We are where I want to be, and it's not sticking to me when I touch it, so that's good. Alright. Alright, I have a oil bowl, a bowl with grease on it. And I'm going to put it in this bowl, covered up in a warm place for 30 to 35 minutes. And I'm just working it in a little bit by hand so that I can get it more into a ball. I'm trying to turn it around so that it gets coated with oil on all sides. Okay, we're gonna let this sit for 30 to 35 minutes until it's doubled in size, and then we're gonna separate them out into the rolls. And then they'll rise one more time before we bake them. Y'all, our dough has risen. Looks beautiful. I'm gonna punch it down, and then we're gonna turn it out, and we're gonna divide this. That's a lot of dough for 8 rolls.
So we're going to make the bread bowls like they have at Panera Bread. This is not their recipe, and it's not an inspired recipe, but it's similar.
Okay.
Because we are doing an inspired recipe of broccoli and cheese from Panera Bread today. So you hear Buster in the background, don't worry. He is in his room in a nice, cool, air-conditioned room. I just gave him
hot.
It was too hot for him to be outside playing. So I brought him in. And I gave him fresh dog food and fresh water. I washed his bowls, and I gave him 2 bones. And obviously he hears us talking, so he thinks he needs to be out here. So, but it's too hot for him to be outside playing. That is a very soft dough.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, what I think I'm gonna do, that way we don't have a smaller piece, is I'm gonna kind of roll these up together and then divide it in half, and that'll make us our 8.
Okay.
Some of these look like they're gonna be
so good.
okay. And then we're gonna have to make them into balls. Round loaves. We need more flour. Or at least my hand does. He is not happy with us.
Yeah, he's not. So how did you do that, Elsie? What were you just doing just now? How did you do that?
This, like that.
Yeah.
Just rounded it up a little bit because it is a little sticky.
Okay.
And then I folded it in on itself. We might have to put them closer together. I don't know if we're going to get 8 on there. They're big.
I don't know if I would put them closer together, because you don't want them to be sticking together when you take them. You bake them. We might have to get another pan.
Is this one or?
Yeah, that's one. Okay. Yeah. This is so pillowy soft, guys.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Okay, I'm going to cut little X's in the top.
Ah, yeah. Use a razor blade. Serrated knives, regular knives, bench scrapers, none of that's going to work because it's actually just going to drag the dough. You need something that's going to be able to perforate and have a clean cut. So,
hey y'all, our rolls have risen again. So now I'm going to put my egg wash on them, and then we're going to put them in the oven to bake. We love the bread bowls that Panera Bread has. So this is going to be super yummy to have our soup in this if we choose to tonight, which I know I will for sure.
me too.
And Deborah.
I'm super excited. I can't have the vegetable, but I sure will have.
The broccoli and cheese one.
Absolutely.
I don't know which one I'll have. I ain't made up my mind.
I think you should have both. Have a little bit of both and put one of them in your soup bowl.
Yeah, that's a good idea. not make a big portion of it because I'll never finish it all.
Okay.
Alright y'all, I'm going to go put these in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. And we'll show you what they look like when they come out.
So I am going to go ahead and cut the tops off of our bread bowls. So I have a serrated knife. This is a necessary step to have a serrated knife to cut through this. And I'll show you. I can't cut in a circle, so it's cut in squares. So, and I'll show you. I lift it off and then I put it back on. So you'll see it here in just a second. See how I did that? And then put it back on. And we'll be able to pop the lid off for our soup tonight when we're doing our bread bowls. So, all right, guys. We'll go ahead and put this over there on our serving table. And we'll be having some delicious bread bowls to go with our homemade vegetable soup and broccoli cheddar cheese soup. Oh, it's gonna be good, y'all. All right, we will see you guys in our next video. Have a blessed night.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.